so a little bit about us and what we're about. Wagon is a coding bootcamp. It was founded in Paris in 2013 and is currently present in 18 cities around the world. These two brothers have designed this bootcamp. It's specifically for one reason, and it's to bring technical skills to creative people and entrepreneurs. People who want to build their own products, launch their own ideas, and also those wanting to find interesting jobs in the tech industry. So we don't only teach you the skills needed in web development, like HTML, CSS, Ruby, JavaScript, Rails, etc., but we give you the mindset, and that's the mindset to work together in a team, efficiently, effectively, but also the methodology to produce prototypes and MVPs. And it's that skill set that allows you to move so quickly in what we do. So our syllabus is testing. It's tough, but it produces incredible results. To date, we have over 1,000 alumni, 100 startups in operation. 3 of those startups are currently raising over €1 million. 5 or 6 are raising between 200,000 and 200 and 500,000 euros. And loads are doing their first raising. And to us, that's an incredible achievement. And it's a real pride to these guys and that this product and this coding bootcamp is working. So let's go to the business now. Enough of that. So for the last 9 weeks, these 17 aspiring developers have been learning to code. And considering 9 weeks ago, they couldn't write 1 line of code, okay? Nothing, 0. Apart from the little test they did to get on. That now they're going to demo a fully functioning web application from each team, okay? We have 5 teams here, 5 groups. And for those of you who aren't developers, genuinely you can't imagine how hard a challenge this actually is. And we have only built this in 10 days, 10 working days. So I don't know if anyone's a developer here, but it's very, very impressive. And I hope everyone else understands just how hard they've worked. So I'm going to introduce our first product tonight, first team. And it's on top. It's Romain and Gav and Julien. They've built a platform for organizing and managing your sports tournaments. Okay, so let's welcome Romain.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for coming down today. My name is Romain, and I've been playing sports all my life. It's actually how I met some of my closest friends and shared some of my best memories with them. So I guess some of you maybe play squash after work, or the classic five-a-sides on the Sundays, right? Ping pong at your friend's house. But as amateur players, it's always been so hard and time-consuming to spice up your game, organizing friendly competitions. And I'm not even talking about keeping track of your scores over time and comparing them to others. It's nearly impossible. But the way I experience sports with my friends has made a 180 spin since I've been using OnTop. Actually, right this morning, I was playing my latest tennis tournament final, and I'm just going to log into my account and show you how to update my results. So here goes my profile page, where I can see all my previous tournaments, the active ones, and yeah, this morning was Baby Got Backhand, so I'm just going to click on this one. And here goes. This is a competition dashboard. I can see all my previous results and my friends as well. And so this morning I played Cameron, and he's a great player, but he was in a bad day. So I'm just going to input the results, which was actually a smashing 6-love, 6-love. So here goes Cameron. I'm sorry, but by the way, he's been doing so much bragging about it. I think he deserves a little bit of teasing, right? So, okay. Felt the power of my string, Squire. Yeah. Okay, let's hope he's online and see if he can reply to me quite quick. Yeah, well, I wouldn't expect anything less from him. But anyway, fair enough. After the game, we had a couple beers at the tennis clubhouse, and I met this incredible guy, Gav. He's also a great tennis player, and so we were actually discussing about creating a new tournament next weekend. So I'm just going to search him and maybe send him a friend request. But before actually creating the competition, let's just have a quick look at his statistics, see if he's okay. So he seems to be like a great tennis player, won 2 cups, but let's just hope he never invites me in one of his football teams because, wow, oh boy. Okay, maybe he's online, I don't know. Let's see, oh yeah, cool. He actually accepted my friend request, which is really convenient here. So let's just go ahead and create the competition, which I'm gonna name it Beers and Tennis. It's obviously gonna be a tennis competition. And I'm gonna make it a knockout tournament because it's gonna be just over the weekend. So it's gonna be single matches as well. And it's gonna be just the 4 of us. So select 4 players, add myself as the organizer, add my new friend Gov as well. And I'm gonna add Marco and Mark, 2 of my other friends who will probably be here only for the beers. But anyway, just adding them and creating the competition. And okay, so I'm just gonna have a quick check if everyone is available on Saturday. So Saturday at 2, guys. Let's see if everyone's online, which I think so. And yeah, Gavi's there, he's gonna be there. But wait, actually, oh, he's got a football game. Can you up? Oh boy, please. Actually, I've also been using this app to create teams, take part in amazing leagues. Sorry, and it was so hard before to just like manage all of this, and now it's actually so easy to get on top of it. But okay, and the cool thing also is that it can help so many university societies and sports venues to just manage their activities. So yeah, thank you all very much, and thank you to my amazing team, Julian and Govinder. Thank you.
Thanks, Romain. That's a very complicated web application. It really is. And these guys have spent a long time doing it. I went back to the office the other night at like 10:30 or something, and they're still there, just the only people in the room still coding away. So hard work really pays off here. And clearly, it's ready for commercial purposes. I think Roman's going to start approaching sports centers, aren't you, soon, and like literally next week. And it can start being used in that system in much bigger tournaments and leagues. So next up, guys, we have a company called Parcel Med, or product, Parcel Med. Parcel Med is the UK's first comparison website for cold chain transportation. So Nick, who's the leader of the project, is in a team with Antonio, Imre, and Gabriel. And Nick's friend, who works in the medical area and the drugs sort of transport network, says that there's a real space at the moment because it's so frustrating trying to organize transport of certain medical goods between hospitals and factories, etc. So I'll leave you over to Nick.
Yep, so I'm Nick, and I just want to say before I start a huge thank you to Gabriel, Antonio, who will be my assistant today, and Imre. So, before I start, at the moment, if you're a doctor and you want to book a courier, you have to call the courier. Now, if you want to send a specific temperature, you have to call another courier to see whether they can do it. If you want to compare prices with couriers, you have to call courier after courier after courier, which is extremely time-consuming. So what is the solution? Parcel Med. Parcel Med makes it easier to find available couriers by date, by temperature, and also shows all the different prices of all the different couriers. So I'm Dr. Bob, and I want to send a parcel to Dr. Emma. It's as simple as this. So firstly, I put my pickup, which is the Lister Hospital, and then my destination, which is Royal London Hospital. I then set my temperature, which is frozen 20, minus 20, and check available couriers. Now, before Parcel Med, that would have took at least 30 minutes, and now that took 30 seconds. I'm a very happy Mr. Bob, Dr. Bob. So I can then choose the quantity, which is 3, and then the weight, which is 5 kilograms, the material type, which is the stem cells, the collection date, which is this Monday, and I'd like for it to be delivered on the same day, so that's the Monday. I can now view the couriers. So we have Marken, UPS, World Courier. So I've used Marken before, and they were excellent. So I'm going to go ahead with and choose them. As you can see, they were the cheapest as well, £64. So I'm very happy with that price. So I'm going to quickly log in. And in this section, I have to put the information regarding the courier. So here I have to put my contact name, Dr. Bob, my contact phone, my email, and a few other details. Now I need to send this to Dr. Emma. And she gets extremely upset if it doesn't arrive at that specific date. So we need to make sure that her details are correctly put in. And to the courier, we'll leave a message saying, please contact me or call on arrival. Whether or not it's a hazardous material, so we'll say no for this. And I've read the terms and conditions, I promise. And continue to payment. On this page, we have a map which shows where the parcel is coming from and where it's going to, the courier at the top, and also the price that you can see, £64, which again, I'm very happy with. So we're going to pay with card. Hopefully this can go through. And confirm the payment. And hopefully, boom. So the parcel's been sent. I've received an email. The courier will also be sent an email with the information. And that's the customer journey. Just before I finish, the cold chain transportation industry in the medical field is worth £20 billion globally. And we are the first comparison website in relation to temperature-controlled couriers and parcels. Thank you.
Excellent. Well done, guys. That was awesome. Weird little market, no? Who would have thought? And that's quite cool with tech. You can innovate in such tiny little areas from just finding out a little piece of information from Nick's friend that actually the market is pretty huge in that area. So next up, we've got a product called Stride. Okay, the team is Julien, who will be presenting, product owner, Ellie, Christos, and Will. Julien has been in finance for the last 15 years. He's recently actually left Goldman Sachs to launch his own product in Africa. He's got a couple of contacts, as you'll probably find out in Africa, and actually built what we're about to see, a very complicated product. Again, they've worked tirelessly for this, like everyone else. And I'll pass you over to Julien now.
Thank you. Good afternoon. As you can hear, I'm French, sorry. My name is Julien, and thanks, Ed, for the introduction. This afternoon, I would like all together to participate to the consumer credit market revolution. Do you know how many people in the world do not benefit from financial services? 2.5 billion, only. 2.5 billion, more than 1/3 of the population. And only in South Africa, 10 million people still are excluded, so they do not have bank account. So the idea is at Wagon, we build up an app for those people to benefit from, to access a loan based on a scoring which is computed from their mobile utilization. So we officially introduce and present Stride. So let's see how it works. I am now Kwanele Menda. I live in South Africa, and I'd like to start my own business. I've heard about Stride, and I'm going to see how it works. So I'm asked for inputting my telephone number, 07413057593. This is really my telephone number. My password will be 123456, once again, and I'm going to sign up to access to a page where I'm asked to fill my personal details. So I'm Mr. Kwanele Menda, and I live Mandela Street, which is in Soweto, South Africa. My employment is I'm catering shop assistant, I was born in 1979, December the 13th. Yes. December the 30th. And I'm going to, I need to upload a picture of my ID. This is a process to check my ID. So I do it. This is really my ID, by the way. And I save it. So after that, I have my home page where I can see I have different things I can check, but straight I want to ask for a loan because I need it, really need it. So over 3 months, I want to apply for 9,000 rounds. 9,000 rounds, it's a bit less than 800, sorry, US dollar, 700, 600, 550 pounds. For my business, I want to apply for new equipment because I want to set up my home catering shop. And I'm going to submit it. Thank you. So I see that my application is pending, the amount is correct. So I expect now the bank to revert to me, I suppose. Okay, so let's move to next part. The thing is, I'm receiving now a text message, but let's move directly to the part. Let's see how it works for the bank now. So how it's going on there. So I'm now Chris Pajcic. I work for the First National Bank in Johannesburg. And my job is a strategic consumer credit officer. What it means, I look after the unsecured loan short term. And every morning when I arrive at the office, I log in and I looked my portfolio. So from there, I have a dashboard where I monitor our business. So first, I see that we have a net balance sheet position of 586,000 rounds. I have 42 applications pending, so I'm going to look after those 42 applications after that. And I see the average score, which is the payback probability, 96%. It's well above because the granularity is quite tight, but it's 4% probability of default, which is 1% below the average in emerging country for the scoring made from traditional metrics. And I see here that my approval rate is 70%. So it's increasing, but still, I can monitor the probability of default, so that's good. It means that we are providing more and more loans to people. And I can do this exercise where I can monitor my portfolio by telco providing the data. So we work well with Cell-C and Vodafone Cell-C because this is a company providing the data for the low-income people. And we can monitor by age, and as well, we can monitor the activity by geography. So once I've done that, I can go now directly to check the application, but I know that if I need some information, my portfolio is organized by category and status. So I go to the application, and now I'm going to check what is the last request which has been made. So by Mr. Kwanele Manda, he wants to set up his own catering shop. That's fine, but it's his first request, even if he benefits from quite high score. So I'm going to allow him not 9,000 because it's a 3 months, so 6,000. And if everything goes well, then we'll renew the loan later on. So 6,000 pounds, round. And I accept. So I'm going now to spend the morning in looking after the application. So let's see what's going on when ask Kwanele, what's the information I'm going to receive. So, my status has been updated. So clearly now, I see that I'm qualified for up to 6,000 rounds. And I have my schedule, which perfectly fine for me, 2,300 amounts. Okay, so I still need to confirm. And I have some information, I can accept it. And I still need to check the terms and conditions which apply, but I'm okay with that. So now I got my outstanding loan. And Kwanele is going now to open his catering shop and to make his own business. And we would like this to be real, to become a real reality for more people in South Africa. And it will. It will because we have already talked to some bank in South Africa, FNB, First National Bank, ABSA. We are already working with them. We are already working with them on the algos. And we have as well a relationship with two telco companies. So we have a telephone company, which are at Celsey and Vodacom. And this idea of Stride come up with my partnership with two people. The first is Brian, who is a consumer credit specialist in Africa, and the second is Mathieu, who is a data scientist expert. And finally, everything would have not been possible with the hard work done by three gurus of the development, Ellie, Will, I don't know where you are, Will, there, and Chris, and I can tell you they are really, really very talented people. So I thank you very much. If you can join me just to thank them, it would be great.
Thanks, Julien. That was built in 10 days. That's very, very impressive, guys. Really, really well done. Just to give you a bit of an insight in the actual course and stuff, the 7th week is actually you spend building an Airbnb-esque platform. So it can be any marketplace, really. So renting out whatever, yachts and walking my dog and hiring music equipment, etc. And then in the last 2 weeks, we actually move on to building this. So it's like a bit of a step up. So you start using the more accessible, less difficult tools. And then when you move into your final 2 weeks, obviously, the level just really steps up and the long nights start kicking in. But that's a very, very impressive build. And obviously, Julien knows his stuff in the market and knows the right people as well to turn it into a business, which is even more impressive. But well done, team. You've done very, very well there. Next up, we have a product called Gin. It's built by Matt and George here. There are endless small businesses out there offering a service, and these guys have found an answer to make it more professional for them.
Yeah, all right. Thanks very much, Ed. Okay, so my name is Matthew, and I'm the founder of Gin, along with my co-founder, George. And we've built a platform to allow anybody who relies on bookings and appointments for their livelihood to create a professional online presence in a snap. So when you sign up for a Gin account, not only can you view all the bookings that you have, accept, cancel, reschedule as you need, you also get your own personal web address, which is really cool. So put it on business cards, share it on social media as you like, and it's all instantly on account creation. So let me give you an example. I used to teach guitar when I was at university to make some money on the side, and it's really a hassle to keep answering phone calls about bookings, reschedule, and no shows, of course, as well. So with a Gin account, I can do all of that absolutely free. And if I do want to make sure that I can deal with no shows and get some advance payment, we've also fully integrated Stripe, so I can handle that online too. So yeah, I'm gonna make my own guitar teacher account with Gin. So let's go ahead and create a website. I put in my address, 5 Bono Street, which is where I'm holding my lessons. The name, which is Guitar by Matt. Matt's Guitar by Matt, perhaps? I think that sounds better, yeah. All right. Guitar by Matt. So here's where I get to make my URL. So I'm going to make it the same as they've provided in the placeholder. I'm going to follow that prompt, Guitar by Matt. Stick in an email. So Matt Noble, Matt Zamo, okay, that'll work, at gmail.com. Make a password. Let's see, and there's a photo. I'm just going to sign up. I just want to see what the website looks like for now. So I'm going to sign up. Cool, I've got my website. Guitar by Matt, there's my address. Oh, I've got a map, awesome. Services is blank, but I've got a booking form here. So that's cool, that's super simple, looks great. That's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want all the hassle of something like GoDaddy. I don't know if anybody's used GoDaddy, but it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So this is simple. This is exactly what I wanted. So let me just edit the page, though. I saw there was something for service, so I'm going to add a service. I'm just going to say guitar, and that costs £30 for 60 minutes. And I play bass too, so I teach people how to play bass. I'm going to add that as well. Same price, same amount of time. Awesome, super easy. I've listed my services. I'll put a little bit about myself, a little bio. So I teach all styles, all ages. Yeah, so I've updated that. Let's see what else I've got. I didn't really like the default color, so I'm going to change that. I would prefer like a blue. Let's make it a blue. Nice, all right. It's just me. I don't have a logo, so let's just add a banner photo instead. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Let's apply that. And let's have a look, see how that is. Looks great. Yeah, OK. Awesome. I've got all my services listed. That's exactly what I wanted. So let's try and make a booking. I want to test that out. So I'm just going to say student@gmail.com. Just so I know what it's like from my student's perspective. Just a student, put in a phone number, and let's say it's Saturday at 3 p.m. OK, easy. All right. And let's make it a guitar lesson. All right, cool. So yeah, I've also got my Stripe feature here. So that's awesome. So I won't have people, making a booking and then just not showing up. They pay in advance, and that's sorted for me. That's a lot of worry off my mind because I rely on this money, So it's good to have the advance payment. Cool. So super easy. So in what, like 2 minutes, I've got my own online presence, my own domain name, which I can share, social media, whatever. And everything functions really well. I can check the booking, view booking. And there it is. So that's all the things I've got this month. I can see the week view, whatever. All looks really great. All super easy. And that's exactly what I wanted from this website. So thank you very much. And thanks to the Wagon. Thank you all for coming.
Well done, guys. Yeah, as you can see, it's applicable to any service, really. Tutoring, languages, and obviously music and sport training, whatever. So perhaps nannying, I don't know. But it all came about through, again, a pain. There's always a pain and a target solution, and that was that George's, I think one of George's relatives has a hair salon. And through that, they find it frustrating to keep taking bookings, on the phone when they would rather the booking just came through automatically from their website. So maybe it's something that they can build into existing sites as well as just have as their own. So I'll introduce the final group tonight. It's called Like-Minded. It's built by or owned by Arthur, for example. He's had this idea for a while. In the team, we have Petya, Felim, and Hunter. They're very international, from Ireland, Italy, America, Bulgaria. Very strong team. And their product is a social network to do with leaving honest reviews and things between friends. And I'll hand you over to Arthur.
Okay. Hi. So like I said, I'm Arthur, and I like to travel. But usually when I travel, websites for reviews or recommendation on travel don't really give me the advice I need. Because firstly, I don't really know these people. And I don't know these people. And I don't know these people. So that's why we created... with our team of international developers, with Petya, Felim, and Hunter, we created Like-Minded. So it's a website where you can ask personal advice from your friends. So I'm going to start signing up with my Facebook account. And I've decided to go to Dublin for New Year's Eve this year. So I'm going to enter the city, the date, and we'll be ready to start. So what am I going to ask my friends? I really want to make this experience unique, so I'm going to select the most unusual restaurants. And it's Dublin, so I'm going to go to nightlife. And there's so many bars that I'm going to ask for suggestions. So any bar suggestion. And I don't have an accommodation yet. So I'm also going to ask for an affordable hotel suggestion as I'm still a student. So this looks good. I'm going to add this to my selection. But I am also going to New Year's Eve and I have nothing planned. So I'm going to also make my own question. And I will ask any suggestions for New Year's Eve party. And it will be nightlife. OK, I can now add this question to my survey. And it looks like I'm ready to go. So I will confirm this survey. And before I share it to my friends, I just want to see how it looks like to make sure it's good. And I can see here that I've all my question and fill-in work. And yeah. I can enter a location of a place. Okay, and I really want to make it personal and looking good, so I'm going to add a picture as well to my survey. And okay, that looks much better now. Okay, now I'm ready to actually send it to my friends. So I'm going to post it on Facebook. And I'm going to tell my friends, I'm going to Dublin. Any suggestions? And post that. All right, let's have a look on Facebook how it looks like to make sure it's okay. And it's right there. Cool. Okay, so now basically I just need to wait for my friends to answer that. But I'm also going to Helsinki for Christmas. I travel a lot, so I'm going to have a look at what my survey that I posted a few weeks ago looks like. So I'm going to go in my trips and see what this survey on Helsinki turned out to be. So here I can browse through all of my, my answers. So I have my restaurant for my friends, happy hour, and what to do on a snowy day because it's Christmas. And as I have some friend it's shared on Facebook, so anyone can answer. And Ugo is a bit of a joker, so I don't really want to go to the beach for Christmas. So I'm just going to delete that question just to make sure that my personal travel guide is really perfect for my trip to Helsinki. And I'm ready to travel there. So yeah, this app is ready to go. It's live. So for your next travels, feel free to go to like-minded.tech and use it to make your travels extra special. And thank you to the Wagon.
Solid. Thank you, guys. Wow, I can't believe it. Well done. It's very clever. Every time someone goes on holiday, you always see on Facebook, anyone been to Naples or something. So it's very clever. Well done, all of you. I can't believe that's it. 9 weeks gone. We've made some good friends and had serious fun along the way. It's been quite tough, but it's amazing. And really, to you guys, big congratulations on having the courage to make a huge change in your lives. Learn a whole new language and go down a whole new road. It's so impressive, and you've taken a massive leap, and you'll all do very, very well. You're such hard workers with great talent. So thank you very much. It's been absolutely amazing. To our teachers as well, they've put in so many hours. Alex, Luke, Laura, everyone, Boris, well done. Thank you. And again, guys, well done. And I'll just complete by just saying the things which were on the little notice board, which aren't now. But we've got an open day in December. I'll post that on Meetup. Anyone want to come along and check out our office and what we're about. And we've also got the feedback link. I'll share that on Meetup as well, because campus is making me do that. I have to do that, okay? So please. I'm going to give you over to Romain, the co-founder and Boris's brother. He'd love to say a few words. Thank you.
I didn't want to go on stage because I love seeing Ed on stage. He's a great speaker. Hi, everyone. My name is Romain. I'm one of the co-founders. I'm one of the brothers. So I just wanted to say a few words. It won't be long because the beers are waiting and I don't have many things very interesting to say. So firstly, I wanted to say that we are very proud of our London students because your projects, guys, are amazing. These are very, very big achievements in a very short period of time, because 10 days is a very short period of time. I mean, I don't know if people in here are coding, but it's a very short period of time. So, did you get that it was a very short period of time? Yeah, cool. That's very important. So, no, thank you very much, guys, for your motivation, for your energy. We know that these 9 weeks can be very intense, very tough, and you went through this perfectly, and the results are great. So thank you, guys. You can applaud yourselves. No? Because it's a very short period of time. So I just wanted to say another thing, because it's very important. Ed told it earlier, but community is very important in Le Wagon. And what you need to understand is that today is up. It's going to be very inspiring, you know, like very inspiring speech. And I had a very good sentence, but I could. Well, so no, what I wanted to say without being very, very philosophical is that it's not your last day at Le Wagon. Brilliant, no? It's the last day of your 9 weeks training, but it's absolutely not the last day at Le Wagon. Why? Because now you have a lifetime access to a great content and mostly and most importantly, a great community. We have now 1,000 students all around the world helping each other. So you must keep in mind that you can use this community, you can be part of this community, and it's going to help you a lot. It's very powerful and it's very helpful. So speaking about a great community, I wanted to speak about greatness because we speak a lot about greatness at Le Wagon. And I wanted to speak about a great team in Le Wagon. And I would like you to make some noise for Sandrine, firstly. She's our marketing manager, so you can applaud Sandrine. And last but not least, he's a great man. He can come on stage because you love the stage. You know, our country manager, Edward, is like the best country manager in the world. So thank you, Ed.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Bruno. You're a great man.
No, you're a great man. So as I said, I won't be long. So it's finished. So now we can have a drink, go outside, and I mean we will be having drinks with the team and the students. So if you want to join and have a drink with us, we will be delighted to discuss about Le Wagon or about politics or about whatever you want. But so feel free to join. We will be delighted to speak with you. Thank you very much.